In this video, let us solve for a given a plus 2 raised to power 4 is equal to 16. Well, given a plus 2 raised to power 4 is equal to 16, let us move 16 to the left hand side. This will give us a plus 2 raised to power 4 minus 16 is equal to 0. We can express 16 here as 2 raised to power 4, so that a plus 2 raised to power 4 minus 2 raised to power 4 is equal to 0. Then let's break down 4 into 2 times 2, then minus 2, the same thing here, raised to power 2 times 2 is equal to 0. By law of indices, given p raised to power m times n, this is the same thing as saying p raised to power m raised to power n. So I can introduce a bracket here and also here. And now I have difference of 2 squares. So I can rewrite this as a plus 2 raised to power 2 raised to power 2 minus 2 raised to power 2 here is 4, then raised to power 2 is equal to 0. Given m raised to power 2 minus n raised to power 2, we can factorize this as m minus n times m plus n. Our m is a plus 2 raised to power 2, and our n is 4. So we have a plus 2 raised to power 2 minus 4 times a plus 2 raised to power 2 plus 4 is equal to 0. This would then imply a plus 2 raised to power 2 minus 4 is equal to 0, or a plus 2 raised to power 2 plus 4 is equal to 0. These are two different cases. Let's treat this as case 1 and this as case 2. Starting with case 1, we have a plus 2 raised to power 2 minus 4 is equal to 0. Notice that 4 here is also 2 raised to power 2. So a plus 2 raised to power 2 minus 2 raised to power 2 is equal to 0. This is another difference of 2 squares. Then we have a plus 2 minus 2 times a plus 2 plus 2 is equal to 0. If we open up this bracket, we get a plus 2 minus 2 is 0. So a into bracket, this will be a plus 2 will give us 4, then equal to 0. Which would then imply that either a is equal to 0 or a plus 4 is equal to 0. This is already solved. We will call this our a1, and here we get a2 is equal to negative 4. This is our second solution to this problem. And now for case 2, we have a plus 2 raised to power 2 plus 4 is equal to 0. I'm going to expand this. This will give us a squared plus 2 times a times 2, then plus 2 squared. We have plus 4 is equal to 0. This will imply a squared plus, this will be 4a plus 4 plus another 4 is equal to 0. This gives us a squared plus 4a plus 8 is equal to 0. To solve for a here, first of all, notice that this is of the form ax squared plus bx plus c equal to 0, and we get the value of a, which is the coefficient of a squared, which is 1, b, which is the coefficient of a, which is 4, and the constant term, which is 8. Now, using the quadratic formula, a is equal to negative b plus or minus square root of b squared minus 4ac divided by 2 times a. So we have values for a, b, and c. We just plug into this formula to give us a is equal to negative b, which is negative 4 plus or minus square root of, that will be 4 squared minus 4 times a is 1 and c is 8, square root of that divided by 2 times a is 1. This gives us a is equal to negative 4 plus or minus square root of, this is 16, minus 4 times 1 is 4, 4 times 8, 32, then divided by 2. A is equal to negative 4 plus or minus 16 minus 32 is negative 16, then divided by 2. So a is equal to negative 4 plus or minus, this is square root of 16 times negative 1, then divided by 2, giving us a equal to negative 4 plus or minus, we'll separate this radical to give us square root of 16 times square root of negative 1, then divided by 2. A is equal to negative 4 plus or minus, square root of 16 is 4, square root of negative 1 will give us I, then divided by 2. So we have a is equal to, we'll separate this division to give us negative 4 over 2 plus or minus 4i over 2. 2 here, 1, 2 here is 2, 2 here, 1, 2 here is 2. So we have a is equal to negative 2 plus or minus 2i. So we can split this into, this will be a3, since we have a1 and a2 already, minus 2 plus 2i, and a4 will be minus 2 minus 2i. And earlier we got a1 and a2, with a1 being 0 and a2 being negative 4. So this gives us all 4 possible values for a in this problem. And we can do a quick check with these values. We have a plus 2 raised to power 4 to give us 16. Starting with a1, which is 0. So when a is 0, we have 0 plus 2 raised to power 4 to give us 16. 0 plus 2 is 2, so we have 2 raised to power 4 to give us 16. 2 raised to power 4 is 16, so 16 is equal to 16. The left-hand side balances the right-hand side, so this solution is acceptable. Now let's go with negative 4. So for a equal to negative 4, we are going to have negative 4 plus 2 raised to power 4 to give us 16. Negative 4 plus 2 will give us negative 2, then raised to power 4 to give us 16. So because the power here is positive, this negative will be plus, so we still have 2 raised to power 4 to give us 16. And 2 raised to power 4 is 16, so 16 is equal to 16. Again, the left-hand side balances the right-hand side. That confirms that this second solution is also acceptable. Now we test with a3. For a equal to negative 2 plus 2i, we're going to have negative 2 plus 2i, then plus 2 raised to power 4 to give us 16. This here takes care of this, so we have 2i raised to power 4 to give us 16. By law of indices, given a times b raised to power m, this will give us a raised to power m times b raised to power m. So we have 2 raised to power 4 times I raised to power 4, which will give us 16. 2 raised to power 4 is 16. And I itself is square root of negative 1, then raised to power 4 to give us 16. Notice that square root of negative 1 raised to power 2 is equal to negative 1. And then negative 1 raised to power 2 will give us 1. That implies that square root of minus 1 raised to power 4 is simply 1. Therefore, we have 16 times 1 to give us 16. 16 times 1 is 16, so 16 is equal to 16. Again, the left-hand side balances the right-hand side, and that confirms that it is also correct. And finally, we check for the last a4, which is equal to negative 2 minus 2i. This will then imply minus 2 minus 2i, then plus 2 raised to power 4 to give us 16. Again, this and this cancels, so we have minus 2i raised to power 4 to give us 16. So we can separate this as well to give us negative 2 raised to power 4, then times I raised to power 4 to give us 16. So because this is negative and the power is even, this is still going to be 2 raised to power 4, and 2 raised to power 4 is 16. And I raised to power 4, like we did earlier, is 1. So 16 times 1 is equal to 16. So we have 16 is equal to 16. And finally, the left-hand side also balances the right-hand side, which also confirms that the last solution is also perfectly correct. So all 4 solutions are correct and acceptable, which brings us to the end of this video. Thanks for watching. Please like and share. And also remember to subscribe to my channel. I'll see you in my next video. Bye.